Hey everyone, Britta Albert here. I apologize for my somewhat disheveled appearance. I literally just got done with a workout and I wanted to jump on and share this with you guys while it was fresh on my mind. I just got done listening to an Aaron Abke video, and if you guys have not heard of Aaron Abke, I highly recommend go check out his stuff, especially the stuff on the Law of One. It is amazing and it will definitely take you to that next level. I'll put his link to his playlist in the description. But as I was listening to that, in the interview, he was talking about how the pandemic and how the racial inequality and these things coming up right now are opportunities for us to find a path as humanity to be more heart-centered and to start thinking about each other. And he brought up the fact that there are some people who are refusing to wear masks, and how, this side feels this way and this side feels this way, and then you have some people who just don't really care and they just go along with it, and how it's all about perception. And it just kind of went from there, and they moved on to a different topic and different subject. But for me, it caught my attention. I haven't had a problem wearing a mask this whole time. However, I understand and I fully sympathize with the groups of people who believe that it is political and that it is control. And I know that that is such a powerful belief system. And whatever you believe, there's no right or wrong. It's whatever is best for you. But let me offer you this perspective, okay? This is what it means to be in the world, but not of the world. That is something that has been coming through my mind a lot this last week. To be in the world, but not be of the world. What does that mean? Well, look at wearing a mask as an opportunity to serve others. If we look at some of the other countries in the world, they're not having the same issues that we're finding that we're having. We opened up our economy and we put our economy before we put the lives of other people. Now, arguably, the economy is important for the lives of other people, and I'm not agreeing or disagreeing to that. I'm just merely stating that this is a decision that was made in our country that differs from some of the other countries who aren't having some of the same problems that we're having. So one of the things that we can do with our economy back open is to wear masks. And most of places now, it is required. I know the county that I live in and the neighboring counties, you must wear a mask when you go into stores and things like that and you're around people. And that's to stop the spread of it. It's not going to keep you from getting it. Like, we all know this. So all of that aside, to be in the world, but not of the world, means that you experience things that are going on in the world, but they do not have a hold on you. They do not steal your joy. They do not steal your peace. You have the peace that surpasses understanding. So when you look at a situation like this, or you look at a situation like wearing a mask, and you feel like your rights are being taken away, or you feel like you don't want your kids to go to school and wear a mask because it's not healthy for them to be breathing in their own carbon monoxide and all that. Again, not arguing these things, but you can choose to look at the situation as an opportunity to serve others. Think of it this way. When we are shifting from 3D into 4D into 5D, 4D is the bridge. 4D is the heart space, okay? And that's what we're all moving into right now. So if somebody were to break into your house and steal something, do you feel like you'd be angry at them? Why? Because anger would come from a place of lack. They took something from me, so I no longer have that. I am now in lack. It's also coming from a place of fear. This is my home. This is my sanctuary. I felt safe here. Now I am no longer safe because this person has shown me that my ideas of security are false. Now that is a way to look at it. That is a way to look at it with fear. To look at it from a fourth density or heart space is to see, I lack nothing. I thought I got that item for my own personal enjoyment, service to self. I realize now that perhaps maybe I got that item because I was holding on to it for this person. Now, for some people, that's going to be a huge trigger because Where's the justice? That's not fair. Or is it? I'm not condoning theft. I'm merely stating that it's up to you how you choose to perceive a situation, and your choice will directly affect your peace. So if you want to stay present and you want to stay at peace with everything that's going around, you have the choice. It is your free will always. Do you react out of fear, i.e. lack, anger, judgment, or do you react out of love, peace, comfort? Everything is divine. Everything is fine. Now, this does not mean, for those of you who are triggered by this, I know what some of you are thinking. This does not mean that you allow people to walk all over you. This does not mean that you keep your door unlocked and you invite every person who wishes to do harm or wishes to take from your family. No. You respond, though, out of love. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to see where my home security is lacking. Now, because you've shown me, I have the opportunity to fix this. Do you see? Again, it's how you perceive the situation. I can choose to protect my family and protect my belongings if I want to, in a place of love and a place of compassion. That person, I may have gotten my things back from them, and now they're going to go to jail. So I can be compassionate and I can choose to find out why. Why did you steal from me? What was behind this? Where are you hurting in your life? Why did you feel like this was the only option that you had versus other options? Did you know that there were other options? What was your purpose? What was your reason? And maybe that could open up an opportunity for a relationship and a healing that didn't exist. So I could be offended and I could be in a place of lack and I could be in a place of anger, or I could choose to love. And whether or not that love is reciprocated, it doesn't matter, because it won't steal my joy if that person were to refuse to speak to me or answer that question. Do you see? So coming back to the mask situation, I see it as an opportunity to serve. And this is where it went a little bit further while I was in my workout, and this is why I wanted to jump in right now in this state, no makeup, no shower, good thing y'all can't smell me, and just tell you guys what I was shown. What I was shown was, so what? So what? What if, worst case scenario, you wearing a mask was a test of obedience? Are you going to comply with the government? Are you going to comply with law enforcement? So what? What I was shown is that when Jesus went on the cross, that was an act to silence. That was an act of control. The people who persecuted him, the religious leaders, sought to shut him up. Now, Jesus used this as the opportunity to serve, to be selfless and serve. And if you go back and you read those books in the New Testament, you'll see that time in the garden the night before, or as Judas was betraying him, before they came to collect him, sweat dropped off of him like drops of blood. And he asked, Father, if there's any other way, let this cup pass from me. He had anxiety in the moment. If there was another way, he was open to it. However, he saw that even though this was coming from somebody else's persecutions and somebody else's control, and this group's affiliation with their desire to control the masses and the population and silence the voice of hope and the voice of truth, this was still his opportunity to serve, to be of service. So what? Do you think that the fact that they chose to control took away anything from his sacrifice? Or do you think that because he chose to see the opportunity to serve and take it, that 2,000 years later, people are still being changed by that act of love? So I want you to consider When you're asked to wear a mask and you take offense to it, are you responding out of love or are you responding out of fear? Are you responding out of anger? How dare they try to take away my rights? How dare they try to tell me that I have to wear a mask? How dare they this and that and oppress my children and oppress me? So what? Are you incapable of service? So what? I say this with love, not to trigger you. If you are triggered, this is your opportunity to say, what is this trigger teaching me about myself right now? Why is this anger coming up inside of me right now? Why am I feeling so much discomfort from these words right now? What is coming up in me? And give it space, allow it space to be. And if you really feel like it is your sole purpose and your mission to fight this, fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We all have our parts to play. But I want you to understand fully, you are in control. You control the narrative. So what if that is the way that it is? And I'm not even saying that it is, but if it is, can that keep you from serving others, choosing a path of service to others, and loving each other? Can you choose to wear a mask and understand that it might potentially keep somebody else from getting sick? Can you choose to wear a mask? And even if there was 0% chance of it keeping somebody else from being sick, can you wear a mask knowing that your neighbor feels more comfortable around you when you're wearing the mask? Can you consider their heart and their anxiety and their fear, not knowing what you know? How protected you are, how safe you are. Can you have compassion for them and love them? So I got really passionate there, but that's why I wanted to jump on and say this now. No makeup, no shower, straight from my workout. I wanted to share this with you guys, what was fresh on my mind, what was shown to me. The thing the world needs now more than ever is love and compassion. What is everything going to look like when love and compassion spreads as quickly as fear and hate? You are a part of that change. That change, it sounds cliche, that change starts with you. It cannot happen until it's in you. You cannot ask somebody else to be something and embody something that you yourself are refusing to. Don't respond out of fear. You are safe and you know you're safe. You are loved, you are held, you are protected. If this video was helpful, please give it a big thumbs up for me. And also, if there's somebody that you think needs to hear this message, go ahead and share this video with them. Help us to continue to grow this community. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an awesome day. Go out there and walk in the sunshine, get yourself a good workout, work up a sweat, then go take a shower. I'll see you guys later.